A couple questions I get asked sometimes from people who are maybe in the process of, their own path and their own, I guess you could call it their own grind is, when things go good and when things are, in a very positive way, if it's in a job or in sports or whatever, when you're winning or you're doing things successful, maybe you're selling homes and you're consistently selling homes or whatever it is. When things are going good, how do you continue to grow that hunger and continue to want to keep striving and keep doing more? And I think the one thing that's always helped me is just creating that own personal hunger. And I think having these goals, consistently editing your goals, consistently working on your goals, and like always looking at them and adding new ones, taking away ones you succeeded, obviously, checking them off the list, continues to always have something to work for. When we get comfortable, I see it sometimes after maybe a possibly good game. You don't work the same way the next week because you had a good game. You felt like I was successful, and that's not how it should be. We want to find why were we successful, and how can we continue to stay on that level. So staying hungry is very important when things are going right. But at the same time, the worst thing that you can do is lose your humbleness. Staying humble when things are good help you, create goals and create the next step and what you want to do. Some people get, a little arrogant or cocky or comfortable when things have gone good. And when that happens, that means you've hit the end. You don't want any farther to go. So it's just something that you want to always focus on, is continuing to write your goals, continue to have goals that you can succeed and goals that you can really push yourself to try to complete. How do you react during hard times? Do you add something? Do you do more? Do you change something? Hard times happen a lot. Hard times are mentally very, very frustrating. But if we are consistent and we are confident in the work that we do, we should never have to worry about changing. Hard times help us grow. Hard times show us a lot that we don't see very often and teach us a lot about ourselves mentally. Times during unsuccessful moments, we don't need to change anything. We stay consistent. We try to find what's positive and continue building off that positivity. A great thing when things are hard, especially when we are negative mentally, is having somebody to talk to. Me personally, I have a couple mental coaches or sports psychologists, people that are professional that help me get through times that are very hard for me mentally, or where I'm putting too much pressure on myself and I can't clearly focus on the optimal goals. Having those people can help us find those positive points that we can go to daily to bring positivity back into ourselves. So through hard times, don't change, stay consistent, stay positive with yourself, bring positivity into your life, and continue striving for the goals and dreams that you have for yourself. Who are you in competition with? Only yourself. You're only in competition with yourself and nobody else. Nobody who's on your team, nobody who's in your circle, nobody who's around you, not even anybody else that's in other areas. You're focusing always on just yourself and the things that you want to do for yourself? How do we stay in our own lane? A lot of people around us maybe don't have the same drive, same mentality, same vision, especially some people that we maybe work with, play with. And how do we not get out of our own lane and start to get frustrated or feel that we are better than these people? We are never better than any of these people. Everybody has completely different drives. Everybody is made completely differently. Your only focus should be yourself and your goals. And if you can end up motivating people on the way, then that's an amazing thing to do. I think touching people, motivating people, inspiring people to do more with themselves is amazing, but without forcing anybody to do it. Just by being an example. Leading by example is huge. So we must focus just on ourselves, focus just on our own goals and dreams and aspirations in life. And if people end up being motivated and inspired by your own ways and your own drive, it's amazing. But we never judge people, we never look down on people if anybody is different, because everybody in this world is completely different. And everybody has different looks on life and looks on every situation. And we can always learn something from everybody out here. That's something that people have to understand, is from everybody we can always learn something positive, something that we don't have, something that we can add to our own daily life, daily grind. Having goals, plans, being organized for your extra hours is very important. For myself, there's always a weekly goal or a weekly focus that I will focus on when I'm working out. And for people who are maybe just starting off, start off on very simple things. I want to make this many shots doing this skill. Can start and build your plan and what your focus is. Having a good weekly focus, going into every game weekly, or even if it's anywhere else, having these small weekly goals and having a plan on how you're going to achieve these small goals is very important, because it's about being organized. And if you don't have anything set up in a very organized way, it's very hard for you to accomplish goals consistently. And when goals become accomplished on a regular basis, it becomes a habit. And achieving goals consistently as a habit is how we become successful and how we achieve our dreams. Continue to strive for greatness. Continue to strive for all the goals and dreams that we have for ourselves. Continue grinding. Stay happy, stay positive. Enjoy life.